Hey guys, it's another Percy's fast food toy store. Yay! Okay, we're on our way to Makati in Manila. Yeah, Makati City. Yeah, it's been a while since I visited that. And after we had our trip on the LRT Ayala Station, we are greeted by this awesome new restaurant, a Subway restaurant. I'm going to pay a visit to that restaurant. And then when we got to SM Makati, we have the Auntie Anne's for the pretzels. And then I was about to go to Glorieta when I was beholden by this new store selling Labubu and other fancy pop mart products. Look at them, they're so exquisite. I think this is the first store, and you don't necessarily have to go to other countries to be able to buy Labubu like this one with Coca Cola, and they're sold out. They really sell like a hotcakes. And then, of course, another favorite fast food would be Sbarro for authentic Italian fast food fairs. And also Potato Corner. As we have known, there are a lot of toys being given away by Potato Corner, which kind of excites me a lot. Then I also went to Snack Bar, and I have bought a lot of freebies, a lot of toys from Snack Bar also, which are related to the movies that are being shown. Yeah, unfortunately, there were not so much available there. And of course, there's a Wendy, which is adjacent to the theater, and also no toys. I wish they would revert back to giving away toys. And then beside the Wendy's, we have this tall, life-size image of Chewbacca from Star Wars. It's furry. And also, we went to Starbucks. I bought for myself a card, which is spring themed with all these flowers. Yeah, when we went back to Wendy's, because I sort of forgot to videotape the side, and it's so awesome. Look at that guy enjoying the his meal with a very cozy place like Wendy's. Oh, now this is the Jollibee in Glorieta, and what fascinated me is the sloping pathway in this particular Jollibee. I love it. And then there's this funny Jollibee peekaboo, and as you can see on the side, there is actually a staircase because, like I said, it's sloping. It's like on a hill. There's Jollibee again with his whimsical ways. And he's just hilarious. I just find him very funny. Of course, just a stone throw away from Jollibee would be the McDonald's. We have first the McCafe for some fancy beverages and some dainty cookies and pastries. And then next to it would be the actual McDonald's. And I do believe I'm going to go there to get for myself a Happy Meal. Yeah, definitely it's going to be a Happy Meal. So, it's our breakfast. So I'm going to have a breakfast Happy Meal. There's not so much people. Okay, we got the number there, but they gave us the toy already, and what I chose is the book, the book of dinosaurs, and it's actually wrapped in paper. I just love it. Back in the palette, I don't think they are available. The book. Okay, McCafe. After a hearty breakfast, I'm thinking of getting for myself a hot coffee from McCafe. Okay, look at this site. I remember one time when I won the gift gate contest when the dress up Hello Kitty. I was strolling along the mall, and when they did announce my name, I was hurriedly going down to the escalator just to receive the award. That was one of the most awesome experiences I had here in the Glorieta. And then we have other fast food restaurants like Pancake House, and there's also the Moss Burger. A Moss Burger, I believe, is a fast food restaurant in Japan. Much like it's a homegrown restaurant, much like the Jollibee here in the Philippines. And I do believe I have lots of a lot of fast food toys from Moss Burgers. I don't know where in the world did I get them. I think there are some of my friends who went to Japan and went to Moss Burgers. And now I decided to go outside because this is an indispensable experience whenever I do go to Japan, to Ayaha Makati. Of course, the gardens. It is a concrete jungle, but to see all these patches of gardens of greens, like the Palm Promenade, oh my goodness, it just makes my heart a flutter. I love it when they intersperse all these beautiful nature plants, manicured. I mean, manicuring the urban jungle, the topiaries, and these exotic plants that just enjoys the warmth of the warm weathers in the Philippines is just wonderful. I wish they would continue planting some more of them. I mean, they're so elegantly laid out, and it's amazing. I mean, the conjunction or the synergistic effort of mankind to combine both the industrial, the skyscrapers, the buildings, and the plants is just a welcome treat as far as I'm concerned. And I never go tired going to Makati just to enjoy this awesome sights. Look, there's even a girl who's walking her dog in this beautiful place. I bet the dog is really enjoying this immensely. I just love topiaries, don't you think? They're so awesome. If you just let the plant grow, it's gonna be wild. But when they're in a context like this, in an environment, I think cutting them into awesome topiaries, into awesome shapes, is just perfect for this kind of environment. Yeah. I'm thinking of actually implementing some of the designs here in the garden back in my own place. And, I have some kind of Edward Scissorhands as well up my sleeves. Yeah, I love trimming plants. I love tending on a garden. And visiting places like Makati for this awesome experience is truly a welcome treat. Okay, that's landmark, and we're going there. We're gonna check there are Jollibees or McDonald's inside that particular mall. So we went to Glorieta and we saw the Jollibee and the McDonald's, and then we're going to this pedestrian lane and see some more of the fast food. So we're exploring Makati for this is Palm Drive. So we're basically just searching for fast food restaurants, but there's a lot more treats uh, that can be experienced here. Yeah, the gardens and the plants and the tall skyscrapers are just eye candy as far as I'm concerned. Okay, there's a UCC coffee shop there. Another fast food. Um, Almost always when I do visit fast food restaurants, I just check if they have toys. Oh, look at that topiary pathway. Isn't that great? A simple way of refreshing, making it green is just the way to go. And we're here at the Fairmont Makati. And these are santans up in front, and they are perfect for topiaries as well. Look at those trees, and at the base would be a box topiary. Wonderful. And over there, we have a kind of a pattern there of round topiaries, and the base is kind of squarish or rectangular. This is great. Oh, this is Makati. Is that Makati Triangle? What the? Okay, Hermes. So they do have a Hermes store here at the. I think this is the footbridge towards Greenbelt. Well, there were many a times that I visited this place, but I only visited Hermes trying to pretend to be a really rich, snotty guy, just to look around and have a feel of the store. And look at this. From this vantage point, the footbridge, you get to see a different vista of the city. The topiaries, which are seemingly ubiquitous in this wonderful city, is just fascinating. I have to go up close and personal and check how they actually did it. Oh, there's a Gucci store. I can have my Gucci on. I can have my Louis Vuitton. Okay, eat your heart out, Megan Trainor. Okay, there is that building again with a lot of cars. Not so much though. I was surprised that the traffic is not jam packed. Okay, there's Bottega Veneta, Burberry, kind of an unfamiliar names or brands, but definitely are high end. For those of you who are into high end fashion, bags and accessories, I guess there is a place for you here at the Makati. Oh, Prada. Look at that. Now, in front of Prada would be this luscious garden. Look at that. It's just like being immersed in an actual rainforest with these tall palms and these shrubs of, I think those are palms as well, and tall trees with, ornately designed trunks. Okay, here's another Prada store. Well, it's the same store but different window. And then, of course, surrounding this Prada store would be basically a 300 or 280-degree garden. There's also Givenchy. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And there's also a garden here, so you will be welcomed with. Oh, look at that! Those are usual palms, and there is this sculpture here. Wow! And then we have another store here, Todd's, for really excellent wardrobe. And then again, a well trimmed lawn and a wonderful garden with lots and lots and lots and lots of topiaries. Wow, this is great. I don't mind having a garden like this in my home. Topiaries. I mean, it's so easy to maintain. You just have to have a shear, a very sharp garden scissors, and you're good to go to maintain. Oh, Versace. Versace. It's kind of daunting to even think about going there and then explore and pretend that you're actually going to buy stuff. Anyway, I'll just enjoy this garden. I think I'm more into the gardens here in the Makati. Look at that. Topiaries after topiaries, and over there we have a pond. Oh, this is very calming. I cannot lie. Look at there are orange koi's. I do believe those are koi, and this is obviously a koi pond. And I don't know where I heard it, but koi's are actually very lucky. So it's going to give a lot of good luck to this place, to Glorieta, to Greenbelt. And yeah, I would love that. I would love that they maintain this place. It's a nice, wonderful venue to go to just to relax. And it does give me a uh, relaxing mode. Look at those topiaries interspersed with really huge trees. Um, yeah, look at the rooting of that plant. It's so great. Oh, this is a bamboo, one of our traditional plants here in the Philippines. And I never realized that it can be combined with the other ornamental plants. Then we got out to the link, which is fronting the Ayala Museum. Look at the buildings. I don't know where to concentrate. Would it be the skyscrapers or the plants? It's just a wonderful combo. Each one is contributing basically to the aesthetics of this wonderful city. and that is the Ayala Museum, and it has a tall building as well. Wonderful architecture, if I may do say so myself, and they have the history. I cannot, I cannot disagree with that. And there's this awesome plant. This is a rain tree. We call it acacia here in the Philippines. And this is a maki. I love these plants. I've been planting a lot of those plants in our households. And that's silver sculpture. And what building is this? There's that silver sculpture at the building of the PLDT, which is the Philippine Long Distance Telephone. That's our telephone provider here in the Philippines. And look at this. That's an exquisite sculpture. Silver one. I don't know if it's actually real silver, but it's great. And there is the peninsula. Look at that. Is that it? The fountain. The very famous fountain here in Makati. I think this is where Regine Velasquez sang the Millennium Song way back in the year 2000. That was quite memorable. I wasn't exactly here necessarily. I just watched it on television. I think that was a grand spectacle that was witnessed around the globe. Okay, look at those buildings. I don't know what is the sheen. It actually kind of emits a gray silver facade for all of this building, which is wonderful, kind of futuristic, if you know what I mean. I could just imagine Superman just popping out of the sky. Okay, now we're in the footbridge once again to give us a bird's eye view of the wonderful streets of Makati. And once again, the sidewalks are filled, are strewn with lots of topiaries, lots of tall plants and trees. It's just awesome. I love it. And like I said, keep them coming. We can never have too much plants and too much trees, especially in the city. When you would have a perception that a city should be cold and dry and arid with all these concrete jungle, and it's a nice soft touch to have patches of gardens everywhere in this concrete jungle, as they say, this urban Makati City. Okay, I don't know where in the world did they get all these plants, but they are just exotic. If you catch my drift, they're really exotic. Some of the plants that I did see here are first time for me as far as I mean seeing them firsthand is concerned. Look at that. There's another garden, and I think they're doing some, you know, talling of the soil. So they are probably planting some more plants in this part of the garden in Greenbelt. Okay, some more tall bamboos, but you know the bamboos there are not the really large bamboos. Now we're in Greenbelt because it's a little bit drizzling. I hope it doesn't rain that hard. And look at that. There's that swatch watch, an enormous swatch watch in this garden. I remember going here 10 years ago, and the swatch is there. Oh, by the way, that is uh, the chapel. It's a most unusually shaped chapel. And there is the Swatch Watch. Let's focus it once again. And this chapel. And there's even a Shake Shack. I think I went to Shake Shack way back a month ago, and their burgers are delicious. Okay. Just as I predicted or I suspected that it's gonna rain, it did rain. It's not that hard, so it's okay. I'm going to stay here for a while in the shade. I'm just glad that there are a lot of canopies here on the sidewalks to keep you safe and dry from the rain. And we get to see some some other stores, Monte Blanc, the Greenbelt 5. Should we go inside the Greenbelt 5? Yeah, Mont Blanc. What's that? And then there's the coffee beans for some coffee, but we just had our coffee. So we're inside Greenbelt 5, and it's so majestic, very palatial. Look at the chandelier. It's so like stalagmites or stalactites. Yeah, they're cone shaped and it's very exquisite. Okay, thank goodness the rain has stopped and we can go on exploring once again this awesome city, Makati in Greenbelt. Oh my god, I just love the fresh air, the fresh oxygen from all of these plants. You won't even suspect that you're in a city or in an urban jungle. And yeah, and that's one thing that I really hope and pray that they maintain and to do more of, and just to have all of these wonderful gardens strewn into the whole city. Oh, and then we went to the movie house and they're showing, I don't know if it's showing, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And there's that guy who was kind enough to actually mop us as we were videotaping. Okay, so from here we can have another wonderful vantage point of the gardens with lots of palms and lots of age-old trees. And here is a view of the chapel, this dome-shaped chapel, which is basically surrounded by all these lush greens, the foliages, nature basically. I can hear birds chirping, and this is very, very conducive for prayer. Okay, we're going back to the mall, so we're going to ambulate through the footbridge. And I just can't help it. I just want to videotape some of these beautiful gardens together with busy traffic. It's just like an awesome moving painting. I don't know about you, but as far as I'm concerned, this is really a work of art. It's something that beholdens me, mesmerizes me, and I don't mind having to watch it for as long as I can. That's our jeepney. I don't know if you've seen that. I'm glad that there are still jeepneys. Those are our traditional um, public vehicles here in the Philippines. The buses there, the cars, but majority of them are cars. Yeah. Ah, this is just lovely. Look at the palm trees. Isn't that great? Very relaxing. And I can't wait to. Okay, we're going back to the mall, and I just want to show you all the toys that are available at every McDonald's stores right now. They're from the Jurassic World Chaos Theory, and there are 10 dinosaurs, as well as that book about the Jurassic World. And this is the front of Glorieta 5. Yeah. Once again, tall buildings in a single with lots and lots of tall trees there. In the pickup. Now we're going at the Rustans, and I just can't help but admire this awesome display windows. I think they're from February. It's a love month, love at first sight. And they are so awesome. I have to say kudos to whoever did the windows for stands. Look at this. It's like a big gigantic bear made out of roses, red roses. And he is actually tagging lots and lots of heart-shaped balloons. Isn't that great? Love at first sight indeed. Wouldn't it be nice that you receive something like this, a tall, gigantic bear with lots of heart-shaped balloons on Valentine's Day? Okay, that is so great. Here's another display window. I think they're giving Macy's a run for the money, as far as I'm concerned. Although I haven't been to Macy's. And then, of course, let's take a look at some of these skyscrapers. Wow, these are great. I am awed by the magnificence and the grandiosity of these buildings. And of course, I love the trees. Oh, here's another window for the Percy. Look, love at first sight stands. It's another big bear with lots and lots of heart-shaped balloons, and you just can't help but fall in love once again. To fall in love at first sight whenever you do see something as beautiful as that. Okay, yes. So this is the busy traffic at the Makati, and we're going to slow down time for a while to enjoy the beauty of this urban jungle, the Makati City, with the tall buildings. Oh wow, it's just hypnotic. I mean, this particular mode, it's slow motion, and yes, sometimes we just take for granted some of the beautiful things around us, but if we pay a little attention, get to appreciate the trees, the tall buildings, the genius of man, and all of these vehicles, wonderful paved roads, and topiaries, it just makes me feel that life is really wonderful. Okay, we're going downstairs, and this is just an example of the underpass in Makati. Isn't it? I don't know. It's a jovial place, and to think that this is a an underground path. Look at that. It's even shaped like a dome, and there's a narrow escalator here to get us up with utmost convenience. Okay, this is so great. Maybe I should visit Makati as often as I can. Okay, look at this path. I just love the trees that are lined up here with some boxwoods or box topiaries on the base of it, and there are patches of gardens on all the sides of the street. Yeah, this is one thing that they should maintain. I mean, it would take a couple of waterings of the plants, a little trimmings here and there, taking care of the plants, just to maintain this kind of ambiance, a kind of environment that can be enjoyed by the many people that visit or that trek or that ambulate in this busy streets of Makati. And it doesn't look so busy. Look at the paved road. I love the tiles that they used here. There's a manhole and gardens everywhere. Sometimes the gardening should be well thought of. Sometimes I would see streets and the gardens just all right. Okay, here is a McDonald's advertisement for Chicken McDo, and we have SB19, one of the popular Pinoy pop group here in the Philippines. And is that the RCBC atrium? I'm not so sure, but I've been frequenting this place before. I just didn't get the chance to actually ask what that place is. Okay, we're going to 7-Eleven. Yeah, win the gear. There it is. One of the older 7-Elevens here. When you want to grab a bite of their sandwiches, and look at that, there is a pond inside the atrium. RCBC atrium. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it's just a wonderful place to relax, to have a shade from being exposed to the sun, and that is an infinity pool up front and center. Yeah, it's so nice and relaxed. Oh, there it is. Another McDonald's. Finally, we saw one. So we're going to have lunch there at the McDonald's. Isn't that great? It's actually the center, in between two tree trunks. The golden arches, I mean. There's also the Coco. Yeah, about a couple of months ago, Coco kind of distributed this toys from Sanrio Cinema Roll. And yeah, we're able to actually complete the four toys that were being offered by Coco. And now we're in another place with some gardens also. Look at the trees. The bark of this tree is so enormous. And it's nice that they have this base of topiaries. The gardens are so beautifully kept. It's like a great big floral arrangement. I guess somebody who has the know-how of arranging and maintaining such an aesthetical arrangement would, yeah, they were basically responsible for this, for coming up with such a beautiful display of the different plants, flora and fauna here in the Philippines. And look at that from this vantage point. From this vantage point, uh, you would think that you're in a different place, but this is the Philippines, and I must say, it is really beautiful. This is another wonderful place with lots and lots of trees, and in the background would be the tall skyscrapers. Excuse me. And this is great, to sit down, to relax from walking for hours. My feet are killing me right now. I've been walking, ambulating for hours already. Yeah, maybe we could sit down for a while in this wonderful concrete benches. Oh, there it is. There's another Jollibee store. We spotted the Jollibee store, restaurant, and also Greenwich on its side, and also Dunkin' Donuts. Now, I'm just trying to figure out how to get there from this part of the road. Yeah, from the other side of the track. So we have to go to an underpass to get to Jollibee. And there it is, the Jollibee in Makati, spotted. And there is a huge Jollibee statue up in front greeting you to come into their store. And then there is the Dunkin' Donuts on one side. Yeah, if you want some really fancy desserts, donuts filled with what's that? Either strawberry. I love the strawberries. And the Greenwich also. They're famous for their pizzas and for Mojo. Oh no, I think Mojos are from Shakey's. So I love their chicken and also their pasta. I guess it's time for us to go back. So from there we saw basically two McDonald's and two Jollibees. We have Dunkin' Donuts, the Moss Burgers restaurants. We have Greenwich, and now we're at Landmark, and we saw. I just realized that they have a basement for the food court, and they have KFC here. Yeah. Then there's also a Dunkin' Donuts with all these delicious goodies. Look at that. Yes. And there's also Jollibee here. It's quite small from the other Jollibee restaurant. So this is a food court. So it's relatively small, but they serve basically everything that you need to have from Jollibee. And then just outside, we have the life-size image of Jollibee welcoming us and then thanking us for uh, having dined at their restaurants. And then we're now at the SM Mall, and this is SM Makati. This is the Starbucks. Quite large, don't you think? It's one of the largest I've seen. Okay, so that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe.